Hello G Mamas, how are you today? Well, today I decided to record a video about the reasons why I chose to have a home birth. And actually I prefer to say that as the home birth chose me. And yes, it is a bit of a woo-woo story and maybe is not going to help you a lot choosing home birth yourself, but there is going to be a video very soon about home births with the head midwife at the Royal Hospital here in Sydney, where she will explain everything you always needed to know and clarify every question you may have about home birth and how safe it is, how it's done, and what you can expect. That's going to be a video, a more technical video, and with a professional that has been doing that for years and years and have lots of experience can help you. But this video is about my personal experience making this decision and why. The reason why I chose this, it's a bit of a story and it is a little bit of woo-woo, as I said. Definitely was not something I ever thought in my life that I would choose. If you've been following me and if you read a few of my posts, you probably know that I never wanted to have kids. So because I never wanted to have kids, I never thought about birth at all. So it wasn't something that I always dream of and I always had planned to do. So basically when I became pregnant, I didn't actually think about the birth immediately. We left a house that we were an apartment that we were living for 3 years, and we moved to this place where we live now. And this place just have a very interesting vibe for me. It just make me feel so cozy and make me feel so warm and happy and very comfortable home. And I really, when I moved here was basically after 1 or 2 weeks after finding out that I was pregnant. I didn't choose to have the baby at home. I felt like it chose me. It's really weird, I know, but the thing is, I had a complete vision of how it would be. I had a complete vision in details how it was going to be. I didn't sit and plan. I didn't have a birth preference. I still don't have a birth preference list, which we would be talking about that soon. It was natural to me. I came here and I had this vision popped completely in my head. How I was going to be. I was going to be laboring here during the day, and for some reason the vision came as I was giving birth on a bath where my dining table currently is, and the bath would be set there. We would have dim lights and we would be having the baby at night. Again, I still haven't got the full approval from the obstetrician at the Royal Hospital yet. I have been planning this for the whole time, but I haven't had the approval yet. I am progressing well with my pregnancy. I don't have any risks, and so far there's no reason to think that that's not going to happen. But I still don't know. That can be one extra thing that doesn't go to plan, and I cannot have the baby at home and I have to take everything to the hospital. In fact, even a week before, even after having the approval, this can happen if the baby is already positioned with the head down, but he can move or something else can happen. I just have that vision. I had the vision, and that vision made me so peaceful. Which is great too, because that's what you want. You want to choose something that makes you feel comfortable, confident, and peaceful in terms of birth. Because especially if it's your first birth, like is my case, you don't know what to expect. You may study a lot like I do, and you may have courses, and your partner may help and know courses, or maybe you will have support like doulas. We will have the support of the midwives. In my case, I'm very lucky because where I live, I'm close to a hospital that is very supportive to home births, and the government's subsidize home births fully for Australian citizens. So it's great because I will have the support of 2 professional midwives with me throughout the birth of my baby and after the birth as well, for the first hour to teach us a little bit about the baby, to weight the baby, to measure everything. And they keep coming to your home for the next week or 2 to check on you and your baby and breastfeeding, which is something I'll be talking about later, as I said, with the midwife. It made me feel so comfortable to be in my home, in my comfort. I will be able to labor in my bed, I will be able to labor in my living room, I have my toilet, I have my clothes, I can wear whatever I want, I can feel, I have all the props that I've been told to buy, such as Pilates ball to do the exercises, and my husband is, I feel like he's also prepared for this experience to support me. And since the COVID-19 is happening now, I really don't want to have another reason to go to hospital. So it wasn't a decision about the COVID. A few people have changed their minds about going to hospital and choosing home birth, even private home births, just because of the situation, not wanting to be in hospital, which is fine. But for us, we already wanted this home birth from the beginning, and I just feel like that's nowhere else I would like to have the baby but in a bath in my living room and prop my house with everything that I need to have a safe labor and comfortable labor as well, with the decorations that we certainly will do and the preparations that we will have for when the baby arrives. I'm sure it's going to be great wherever I go. It will be a great experience that I will never forget, even if I have to go to the hospital in the end. And that's something I'm preparing myself as well. I also study about all the procedures that can happen in a natural birth in a hospital. I also study about C-sections in case it happen. I definitely have to be flexible with changing of plans. But so far, it's the only plan after COVID-19 that hasn't changed, and hopefully that's going to be the case, because since I won't have my mom here to support me, I think it would be great to have at least the comfort of my own home, to be able to make a tea or to eat snacks and lay down on my own sofa, on my own bed with my own pillows, and instead of cutting the process of going from labor to running to the hospital to have the delivery, I would just be here from labor to delivery and to breastfeeding and to everything that comes afterwards. I'm just going to be at home in the safety of my home. So that's a bit of a woo story. It's not really for everyone. So hopefully this video was helpful to you in understanding your own intuition and following that as much as possible, and meditating and visualizing that type of birth that you prefer, and hopefully that can help you to relax and having the most beautiful birth experience that you can have. I am expecting great things, and I hope everything that we learn will support us and will help us to go through whatever birth is going to end up happening. And I wish for you that you have the birth of your dreams with all the support that you can get, and hopefully in your country you're still able to get as many support people in hospital if you have to have the baby in hospital, if you choose so. So stick with this blog and subscribe, share this article and this video. And if you want to know more about home births, stick with us and subscribe to this channel, because you will receive a notification when we finish the interview with the midwife that is coming to do the home inspection in our house soon. And until then, have a great day. Bye bye.